touch them for the longest time. FURIA were picking up titles left and right, but here on European soil it has been a very, very different story. To open up this pistol, VINI, they're glocking down borup towards the ramp. This is the map pick of FURIA, so Heroic leaning into this CT side start. They don't have any utility. That's something that could come back to hurt them, especially when you think about the speed that FURIA like to play at. They also don't have a kit. Got to be, and that's thanks to Art's forward positioning.
Hello, yuurih. Not ready for this, are you? stavn pushed up, and that's a 4-on-3. The plant is in, as you say, but if another pick comes the way of Heroic, this should be a clean sweep on the retake. Art's position is being measured by Heroic. cadiaN is very slow to come through market. He will be the last point of contact on this retake because he knows how deep Art has likely got him, but the kills have flipped right back. FURIA in the advantage. Art not giving away anything but a jumping shot to cadiaN. That is despicable, and he's going to clean up the round. Leading by example as we quick boost in the window towards ladder. TeSeS in a great position. Art, while he is fast, he shouldn't be ready for a player there, and he's not. TeSeS, though, traded after one. yuurih receives a dink. That's a beautiful hit. And he's going to back up with the AWP and the bomb. Close ramp position for borup. VINI still dueling with him behind the smoke, looking like he wants to walk through. borup sees him on the edge. And a nade took down the player in ladder as well. So this is a good round for Heroic, but it's not going to stay that way for long.
One thing here for Heroic is that they don't give this AWP a means to get back in, and there it is, the peak from niko. That's kind of
AWPs if cadiaN doesn't go 1-for-1 here. stavn's left in a near impossible retake. There's the shot from cadiaN backing up to play with his teammate. It's a good play, but there's not much time, and the open plant will be Heroic's round win. That's a huge piece of firepower for such a young player as well. Oh dear, missed window smoke. That's a problem. cadiaN picks up Henny right out of the gate. There was no molly on the smoke to even disrupt it. It was just thrown the wrong way by FURIA. Couple of problems here that are already showing, and Art tries to cross connector. He gets punished. niko and connector again doing the heavy lifting. It's VINI getting out into the A side with a smoke to try and cross towards default. He's going to go the other way round. cadiaN receiving a close peek soon. KSCERATO trying to hold mid, but the flashes are good, and here's that close peek that doesn't work wonders. Yeah, nice round for Heroic. stavn back on cap, but he's flashed off, running away. yuurih's on the chase, jumping and gunning. cadiaN with a pick. stavn looking for more, and he's got it, but he knows there's more close. yuurih takes that trade, and FURIA still in this round.
Led to borup taking up the mantle in CT, so he's available nice and quickly. Oh, but there's that little swing, that little jiggle. All yuurih needs. Tucked in at the back of the site, and he thinks it's clear, but borup could deny this bomb plant. He won't get there in time, but he still gets the kill, and there's no trade potential for VINI. Not yet, at least. yuurih smoked off at short side as well, so we're looking at VINI to try and hold the line. yuurih's repositioned to help him out. And now it is just niko. You called him fearless earlier on. Well, he's got to be exactly that now in the 1v2. niko the fearless. Bomb ticking down, and he's looking for any way to try and navigate this one. It's planted for Cat, so he's going to have a pretty rough time. There's the first onto VINI, and now just yuurih left to beat. Surely he doesn't manage this. Taps it, in with the peak. yuurih's down low, and while he gets all the kills, he keeps that mantle of fearless niko up. He doesn't get the round. It is still 4 on the board for FURIA.
Those mid rounds and potentially go back through the T-spawn. Quick boost in mid. TeSeS is ready, very aware for an unorthodox boost. And talking to that Palace push, it's come through yet again. stavn providing cover for niko, and a 5-on-3 ensues.
Oh, cadiaN getting ahead of that smoking connector.
Double AWP duo on the side of Heroic, and right now this should be their round.
Yeah, it's going to fall to Henny. We need an ace clutch out of him. It would be something heroic indeed, but will it happen for FURIA? With 2 over at Cat, one of those being stavn in his AWP. This has gotten a lot rougher for Henny. Looks for the ramp fight, and borup will give it over. But now, gets past the AWP on Cat. Bomb plant made available. Henny, it's not likely, but he's in with a chance, and a third to his name now. This alligator's getting off to a roaring start, and now he's got that bomb down as well, maneuvering into the sandwich, but he doesn't want to make a meal out of this round. Up through connector goes stavn, and TeSeS. Up in the hands of TeSeS as well. And Henny, oh my goodness, he might be about to do it. In with the wide swing, and stavn lays him to rest. A damn good try though. 4 out of 5, and 5 out of 5 in just absolutely tearing them up. But man,
Huge impact. It's a really nice try from Henny, but Heroic, they stay alive and they keep their economy intact. niko with the mid push, they're ready for it this time around. There's been a lot of that, and finally punished. Nades into middle. We've got this double up again, the jump into window for Art. Are they going to boost ladder here? They're both setting up in window, quite unorthodox. Flashes through the smoke to try and get aggressive, but KSCERATO punished by TeSeS. Art's dropped on out, he wants nothing to do with it, and these orbs are lighting up the server. cadiaN won't stop clicking on his foes, and Henny, 1 on 5 he couldn't do. How's a 1 on 4 sound? Oh.
See, your whole reason for being here essentially draws to an end. Fast B play, and KSCERATO, leading the charge with a double. TeSeS and stavn toppled inside of B. And that's an immediate save, right? There's no coming back from that one. That's
Nothing you can do, though. Great utility. FURIA, they had 2 AKs and a couple of flashbangs, and they fully wiped TeSeS on Cat as well.
Behind that for Art, he had 3 players looking into middle, and that's given a lot of room for the rest of FURIA to explode out Palace. VINI's gutted, man. Push from FURIA, allowing the rotations for Heroic. niko is blind as ever, though. Second time around, he's not so lucky. It's Art to deal with him. Bomb plant coming in, and through the smoke, TeSeS, in with a double. Quick as you like. Can he get any? Gets out Palace in the meantime, but these two are still wiggling. They're just got happy feet down in the connector. And there it is, KSCERATO bringing us into the 2-on-2. Henny silencing stavn, and it's cadiaN having to make up for the loss of his AWPing friend here in the 1v2. Out for revenge, but there's no time for it, sadly. 6 on the board for FURIA, whether cadiaN likes it or not, and he doesn't survive with that AWP.
Well, neither will Henny, so swings and roundabouts, right? Both teams with a...
Peeking in, does have actually support from VINI up in Palace. It's blindsided by niko, and VINI, you had to get...
As well, it's just coming down to that cover. At least a trade at bare minimum, if not an opener. KSCERATO out mid, Henny with a pick, cadiaN gets spanned down. And
if borup swings even a tiny bit wider, he's going to get that info, and it feels destined to happen. There it is, the lineup for borup. And now they realize a little too late as to where they should have had their eyes. Back here in CT, cadiaN's now set up with the AWP as well, so life just got that much harder for these remaining FURIA players. You've got niko in window as well. They deal with borup hidden under the Palace, and even damage onto niko from KSCERATO. It's another one of these impossible-looking rounds that FURIA have gotten close, but this time they need to get it across the line. It's stavn and cadiaN, that dynamic duo that have been up against it all half long, looking to do the damage again. Fake plant for Henny. He's got 5 seconds. He needs to get that bomb down, and instead he's swinging for fights. The pissed around would certainly go a long way, and we don't have to wait long to get right into this.
And niko on the eco, he's luckily enough dead immediately, so it doesn't... Peeking in with Henny dinked, he backs out, but he wants more, and he gets it. Art always
doesn't know how much pressure is potentially on his shoulders in winning this fight. And, there it is, the bomb dropped, and that there is disaster, striking Heroic to their very core. This bomb down in mid, stavn and borup, they're running in, they've got 15 seconds, man, they've just got to go, and yuurih lights them up from the catwalk.
There'll be far too many.
Henny dropping this lower smoke, trying to fight from lower, but they're aware, they know that, right? Oldest trick in the book, dropping that little lower smoke. They spam it, and Henny's on the receiving end. Art pushed into the apps with his AWP. Combat AWPing taken to the extreme, and it does come back to hurt FURIA. This round is already looking like a save. And perhaps worse than that, you've armed Heroic with all the AWPs they would ever need, and then some. Look at that, cadiaN's picked one up. He's like, yeah, I'll take one of these. And it's buy one, get one free.
Side where KSCERATO double entry B, and immediately Heroic to go, yep, save. And that's the same story here. There's not a lot you can do about it if you're anchored.
Last round has not deterred Art. There we go. This time it works wonders. He dodges. Art's heard him, though. He heard that little jump, and Henny's waiting for the CT swing. It's actually cadiaN to bail his teammates out, but that's where Art swings in with that kill, looking for even more. And he spotted this player in A. Now, that's actually led to VINI leaving this B site. niko has hit a great timing to deal with these short players. He's in a 1v4, but no one's looking his way. There they are. There's the lineup, but it's VINI with the turnaround to get it back under control.
It's not a worry for FURIA to trade that frag and find another one. Art boosted again. cadiaN, how does that happen? He looked perfectly poised for the pick.
a lot of attention. Oh no, it's still burning yuurih. He gets forced out the molly. It spreads down the ladder and does a lot of damage. KSCERATO appearing up the stairs, in with a double. Oh, and a third as well. KSCERATO lighting them up. It's all left on to Borup, but he is making it feel doable. It's that third man. It's the little secret tuck from Henny. I absolutely love that. That flash into the B apartments. Oh, Art blindsided by Borup, and there's the double up. Art and VINI both getting aggressive. As this is a pretty dire round for FURIA now. They're trying to plug these holes, but in doing so, they're digging them deeper. Henny from CT gonna chime in with that AWP.
Safe smoking con to keep cadiaN's plant covered, so KSCERATO can't stop it, but he's deep in B and looking to save. That have had trouble in this tournament, right? And I say in this tournament, in the 1BO3 they play versus Liquid. That was where they really had problem. Only getting 3 team. Heroic do just like to default and hold on. That could be something to exploit for FURIA, to get aggressive in the middle. Oh, I don't understand how cadiaN's losing these battles here. Look. Man, it must be frustrating to be cadiaN right now, but he's got a lead from behind, lead from beyond the grave as he sends his T's into what looks like their demise. Art not waiting around, but he unscopes at the wrong time, and Borup has found a kill that might set Heroic up for something here. KSCERATO re-aggro on the cat side, and Heroic now just down to the ramp men. If the AWP can bait them in, yuurih can get it done. TeSeS ain't checking it, and he will pay the price. Re-peek from Henny, and this might be niko's last stand here in the A site. Nice Molotov. Nade could be good as well, but it's not going to kill Henny, who's still posted, dead to the spray. niko with a chance in the 1-on-4, and he's found a third as well, swinging for VINI, but he can't find the clutch.
Oh, flash for yuurih into ramp, but yeah, that doesn't really work, right? 2 players, slow they're moving, they're like tortoises, right? And I think a flock of tortoises is called a creep, if I remember.
Really?
Yeah. VINI, they know he's in lower. He knows they're in upper. And there's also another man here ready to trade that. That Molotov's great. It forces them back. This scout on Art's done a lot of damage, but not really any kills in the round. TeSeS brought down low as well. KSCERATO gonna have to come in clutch with a big old B hold if he wants to put a stop to Heroic. KSCERATO tucked in. They still don't know that he is here. Now he emerges in with the first. Trade him right away from Borup. And it's all left on to Henny, who's just going to look to save this up, right? He's not interested in going for this one. It's 11 on the board for Heroic. And now we have to see, right? Like, for Heroic, the Danes, do they have a relationship with this game akin to that of, you know, another Danish company in Lego? You've broken that CT money, and so you've got that opportunity now to build back in and make this really competitive.
Was last time. Art didn't get to use it though. He swapped out for the AWP. This time he's deep molly. He's forced to fight out as the ramp play comes in. Art's dead at B. That's room for stavn to take, who does take.
KSCERATO and Henny inside of this A side. The rotation's pouring through from B. FURIA have got the read. A lot of damage from yuurih. And with just 30 seconds, there's no time to change your mind now. You've got to commit. That bomb's dropped out in the open, and that's a disaster for Heroic. My goodness. stavn with the kill, but it is going to fall down to him in the 1v2. Just 22 points of health to try and keep the dream alive for Heroic up against this partial buy, and there it is. Henny locking in the big. As you say, 1 map away from elimination. They need to fight harder now than maybe they've ever fought before, and this ramp rush is ugly out of the gate. It's yuurih, VINI, and Art all lighting up the scoreboard, and while
Heroic were capitalizing on those, and then FURIA managed to actually turn things around. So maybe that first half wouldn't have been as close if...
Going outside with the Glocks, certainly ballsy, and yeah, that's why, right? They say Art's down to interpretation, but
wrap. VINI's watching for it. TeSeS climbing up. You have to jump there, and unfortunately for him, VINI gets the spot. Art kills cadiaN. Yard, meanwhile, trying to cross secret. It was going to be that B play, but losing cadiaN and getting Heaven has traded Heroic's positions back from the ramp to the lobby. FURIA are gambling, but that's a great rotate from Art. What a move. He's come back up the vent. However, he could feed the beast here, and niko walking into the door. If he stepped back on A, it might have been FURIA stacked up and ready to play, but instead, it's 2 more picks for Heroic. yuurih running in through the lobby. There are some low players. There's a chance to do some damage here and maybe win a round. It'd have to be something unbelievable from yuurih, considering Henny is still saving down at B with the AWP. He wants nothing to do with this. And yuurih might not find a whole lot. The only question for Heroic is Hut, and you can see they've got 2 eyes on it. They know they haven't cleared this spot. borup getting cleared. He was low anyway. niko more health to play with, and yuurih does take him down. Henny now going to be considering coming back up, but yuurih tries to escape and he can't do so, so stavn with the exit. Save.
And there we go, right? That nice early...
A couple of Molotovs left, rather. VINI get a swing for a fight. He sees the bomb and 2 players, so that's info at least, but it will cost him his life, and the molly goes in deep. Surely won't be checked at this point. He gets a shot off, trying to move, but they're not out the door. They're coming in from above, and cadiaN can pick up that AWP in what will soon to be...
And actually grab one of the guns away even as well. Yeah, there it is, there it is. He's like, yeah, that's what they were looking for. That's what they were trying to find.
Get out. Get it.
He got it, he got it. niko's taking it with him, fine.
You can knock it off there.
You can!
Yeah, you see bodies ragdoll into that water sometimes.
Right? With the 20-inch rims on their glasses. They managed to put that second on the down the ramp room. He's going to get pressured a lot here. He's chosen to try and stand his ground, and he's not able to do it. Does get bested. cadiaN as well is good for that kill onto yuurih, and already this is looking like a save from FURIA. Henny was ready to throw himself into that bomb site, but the moment that kill onto yuurih came in, the numbers alone were...
From ramp, stavn's moving out to try and chase these players as well. The boost is in. They will get away with the guns, by the looks of things, not fully committing to the fight. He will even follow. He's walking through as a contact play. They pop into A. It's a great call for Heroic. Catch a man in the wrong position. yuurih does fire back with a shotgun, dropping the bomb. 4 on 3, and everything goes a bit quiet now as Heroic have a man behind enemy lines. That's a big kill for niko, clearing out the shotgun player. Double heaven rotate is heard. TeSeS knows they're up above, but he can't do much about it other than throw his Molotov in. That's denied by the outside smoke. Art looking for a kill as well. He might find the AWP scoped in on the upper position, and Art gets it. Even hunting for more. He doesn't sway away. He doesn't stop. And he tries to drop the planter, finding niko coming out with the bomb, and it's Henny. No scoping from heaven.
Now he's trapped. He's stuck here fighting whether he likes it or not, and they are all around him. TeSeS going to open up, but just hunkered down inside of these bomb sites. So now they set up for the A play. There are 3 players here for FURIA. So Heroic, they've kind of flipped heads or tails, and they've come up on the wrong bomb site. Into the stack they go, and they've been repelled valiantly. While this has happened, Henny's pushed in at ramp, and so suddenly what was a 5-on-4 for Heroic flips into the advantage of FURIA. Down into B they go, but guess who's here? Henny with that AWP, dropping the bomb out in open territory. Up in no man's land. And so now cadiaN's got to cross. He's got to retrieve it out in international waters. And he will get this bomb planted at least. A chance at the 1v3. Henny in a... cadiaN, the Firewalker. We love it. We like it. Let's see what he can do. There's one for cadiaN. Immune to fire. Ooh. Oh, he might just win the round on the back of it. Whoa, it's a bit of a tag there from Henny, but not the killing blow. And that would have made all the difference, because now time's running out. Time is of the essence. And at the door, Henny does get away with the frag. Defuse coming in. And with the skin of his teeth, the alligator has locked in a 4th round for FURIA.
Oh, did he tap the bomb? I didn't see him. It looked like he was just... But he won't, and he'll keep this round attack for Heroic as they just look for a pick outside. yuurih might give it to them. The smoke's fading to his favor, and he finds one. borup tag, doesn't want... No fear from what lurks in the lobby here for FURIA. Nice shot for Henny. cadiaN picked up. VINI tasked with niko. He gets it under wraps. Art drops the bomb, and this is looking donezo. It's all on stavn.
Flashed in for the peak, but these AWPs, man, they are absolute.
He's trying to keep this main player out of commission, trying to drop the vent with it. yuurih goes through the util. Oh, it's a great spray. The bomb dropped as well. One player made it down, but yuurih kills everyone else, and he's still keeping up the pressure, trading out guns. No time for a reload when yuurih's in the round.
Go in.
Oh, it has to go in. The molly makes him.
He's like, man, I didn't even want to go aggressive this round, and there we go. He does pay the price, right? And Henny has just left heaven. That gives borup a window of opportunity. But VINI with the check, he flicks back round. It's left on to niko. They were hoping borup was the hero. But he goes from 0 to 0 real quick in this one. And niko's put in the grave as well. It's 8.
Throw himself at you through the utility he goes. Quick pick, and back out he leaves. No one finding a trade. They do get down towards B, but let's see what FURIA's adjustment is. Too lower this time around. stavn lurks on that top side. The smoke is down, and they go right through it. It's a bit deep. KSCERATO falls, giving a gun over VINI with the backstab, and oh boy, they just turn around. He doesn't play through the smoke, doesn't want to risk that in a 4-on-4. Heroic are trying to get this B plant.
Look at ramp, man. Both the AWPs are here, but actually they dealt with Art right away. Oh. It's Henny who's got to make a bit of a stand now, because yuurih is still a long way away from this rotation. Oh, Henny! He is delivering. He is putting up the numbers. When they leave this one, and he might try and reposition elsewhere. They've seen this AWP at ramp. They know he was here. He will come back for than Heroic are going to be ready for. TeSeS needs this kill, and he's been spotted. He's been caught out in the open. Now it's just niko, 22 points of health, and one freebie onto Henny, tucked in. There's no utility for yuurih to flush this out, so just by niko staying alive, by playing the trigger discipline, he's won the round. All the kills come up in favor of FURIA. But it's
again. Art is behind them. What a beast. He's going to try and creep through the smoke. Quick shot to TeSeS. The AWPs post him, but bar up above lays down a trade. That was necessary to keep Heroic alive. They do have secret, but so do FURIA, often with more men that you can count for. stavn's gotten down the vents and no one has come this. No one has realized the spray is there. Bit messy with the trade from VINI. He swings, could be on the bomb, and everyone tumbling down with it. It's all on Borup, who can't even cross. Ah.
Caught by that trick again, is he? He knows TeSeS is there, but the flash baits Art in, gets a little too aggressive. VINI at least keeps it in a 4-on-4, and now he sees those flashes coming, and he calls for Henny to rotate around and help out, and Henny's down here in hell. He might be hell sent as well, as he's mopped up both players at ramp, dropping the bomb over.
Tick-tock, Heroic drop, and with a shot to TeSeS from Henny on the ramp side, he just tucks in. He knows they have to commit, and the nade will finish TeSeS off. It's cadiaN in the player, but they try knife
the knife! Oh, VINI! Oh! He knifes him down! And it's a slash, it's the left-right! His teammate, while this is going on, while all the attention is outside, this is the ruse, this is the red herring, and the rest of FURIA, they're in A. The bomb's going down, and Heroic aren't even aware of it. We're into a 4-on-4 post-plant.
Problem if they don't speed it up, but they don't want to run as Heroic wait up in the rafters, up the ladder. TeSeS with a pick to Henny, advantage back. VINI trying to stay alive. He can't afford to die as Art climbs up the ladder. No one's looking at their behind, and now he can come in with the kill, with the round, with the stop on the bomb. He's tapped one. TeSeS gone. Art is just winning this on his own. Missed shots, but KSCERATO's right behind him. The two...
Horrible spot for them to be in. If they lose this, like you say, it might all be over. It might all be done. Cross. Now they start to pick up the pace in towards A. Looping in from main, that was at least the hope. yuurih might have just secured the entry needed. We're into this kind of odd little 3-on-3 where FURIA are just trying to make ends meet. Heroic looking to keep in the lead, looking to keep this one fine, and Art spotted in the door, double naded down low. There's this swing, and stavn gets bid farewell. Borup up on the rafters. Art is aware, but he's not able to crack this A site open. And so for the time...
Molotov for Heroic, they've done their research, but are they going to be able to put a stop to this AWP? cadiaN, a quick shot. Still Art outside, crossing behind red. He will make it down towards secret, but the looks of things, VINI's got a pick on A. Art catching niko, going outside for information. Info costs Heroic a lot, as now it's down to stavn, the anchor man on this bomb site. He needs to hold strong. Coming from the door is KSCERATO. stavn swivels and takes two. That's so important.
He spots TeSeS over at ramp, and he sees that TeSeS is holding off. He knows that this second man is in rotation. Really serves to complicate matters as well, and they're on that bomb. They're not getting off of it.
No.
Tries to go through. It's a valiant effort, but it was never going to happen. Players survive in that last round. You're not swimming in money if you're Heroic. In fact, you're barely keeping the bailiffs away. So stavn getting that important opening. You need this round, and you want it to be clean, but they've just given an AWP over. They've just put an AWP in the hands of Henny. Now, he might be low. He might only be on 13 HP, but don't underestimate him. VINI with a lot of damage, and that's going to force stavn to fall back. Caught by yuurih. There's the trade. KSCERATO, while all this is going on, he's in the A site. They hear him running around. Borup is aware. He was hoping he could cut off these rotations, but KSCERATO is now calling, guys, I am in A. And it's them trying to cross back outside where niko... Oh, no! Utility out, but a missed shot from Henny. And now that flash can come through for Borup up in heaven. niko has just saved the day. He has just bailed them out of this situation. Or so you might think. KSCERATO Was a 1v3, now 1v2, but it's TeSeS late out from the squeaky door that finds that 8th for Heroic.
However, can they do that job? stavn flashed out, spraying the smoke. Oh, he walks into Art with his back turned, and now Art upgraded and just getting it done on his own, running into A with that M4, retrieving the body of his opponent, and there may be many more bodies of Heroic as this A site is lost.
And now you see, right? Now you see why there was such an emphasis on keeping these buys coming in for FURIA. What this means is innocent into that round. So what FURIA have done through this constant force buy and this constant pressure being applied is they've played the long game.
A few rounds in a row, 4 for Heroic before FURIA finally find their first. stavn with a spray, it's a good one. Borup helps him out with a Molotov as well. cadiaN going full art.
Yeah, cadiaN's like, oh. See, that's the problem. No one does FURIA like FURIA do FURIA, right? He tries to get stuck in. stavn's making the same kind of play, but he's ahead of this and no one's ready for it. He's playing the trigger discipline. This could be huge. He's dropped the bomb with that. Now KSCERATO trying to come back round, but stavn's got a funny feeling about that hut position. He also knows that yuurih was here. stavn still looking to fight. He's been given a chance to back away. He's been given a chance to fall back. And now he's going to try and take it. He does live to tell the tale. Backing into VINI, out of the frying pan and into the fire. stavn still fighting, still putting bodies in bags, and he's going to need to as it falls onto yuurih.
But 2 1v1s, does stavn give this a look in, or does he play for the retake with his teammate? He's trying to find a bit of an off angle. yuurih walks back into dark. No utility. stavn has a Molotov. That could be used on this position. yuurih's going to walk up on the ramp side. stavn's watching. yuurih has the kill. Now the one-on-one presented to low play. On the bomb, off it, back on it. He can't make his decision. He's ducked below. yuurih swings, and it's FURIA with a win.
It's exactly that. Like, he has one chance to land the killing blow, and he doesn't get it. Deag's out, force buy in for Heroic. They've got to fight tooth and nail. They've got to fight harder than ever before, and it's a good start. These Deags. stavn lurking. Once again, all his time in the shadows is stavn. And a chance even to drop this bomb. Instead, he's given over a 2-on-2. Look out under TeSeS. TeSeS needs to look down, needs to look lower. He's seen them both with the deagle. There it is. Heroic onto 10. He mops them both.
That 1 AK, that 1 scout, it almost wins FURIA the entire series, but stavn has seriously come alive in this CT.
They're already going into heaven. This could be a disaster. Yeah, it's all hinging on one man. It is all hinging on yuurih, but he's shown that this is the kind of pressure that he thrives under. He's got a double here. There it is. The A site now cracked wide open. They need the bomb. cadiaN not looking to the heavens. And that's now put the advantage, the fear into Heroic as well. TeSeS and niko. Once more, 2 men, all that remain for Heroic, but this time the odds are so stacked against them. FURIA with the bomb down, tucked in at CT vent is KSCERATO, but he does get tapped out. And now niko, yeah, they know where he is, but he does have the pressure applied. He's dealt with yuurih, and now he looks to VINI to finish what yuurih started. 1v2, it's another one of these rounds where FURIA have got a chance. Heroic still trying to keep that dream going, and there it is. niko will deliver it. That was a 2v3. So has kept Heroic alive. They keep doing it in these rounds where it looks like FURIA are about to secure victory. They're on the cusp of greatness, but they're not quite getting it yet. Heroic.
Not interested, right out the door. Art has done this time after time. Boost employed, but not needed. It's a trade instead. KSCERATO ducks and dives into the site. Borup gets another. niko, here's the vent drop. That's the bomb going down into the AWP of stavn. And 2 AWPs might just be...
Interested in yuurih, certainly didn't see him. Credit card, hello. There's the swipe from the back. yuurih's out. 14-15, 1 away from overtime. And something that's been startling is the lack of pauses here, right? FURIA wanting to keep... stavn waiting, back in secret. He's the little nasty surprise in the center of this A play, but he does get caught by Henny up on the silo. They've kept it in this 4-on-4. Borup up on the rafters. Art, you ain't getting past that. And there he is. Borup raining down death from above. It's FURIA in the 3v4. KSCERATO attempts to trade, but he knows better than to commit to that fight. However, everyone else has fallen, and Heroic...
Art's going to try and cross towards Mini with this. niko Oh dear, he's not been spotted. Oh, with a swing, takes down stavn. There's the trade for niko, but Henny should be now watching him from above. The Overwatch, the Hawk in the sky. yuurih with a trade, and they split towards A once again. cadiaN's got aggressive. He's caught a timing, and he's caught VINI in the back line, even nading onto KSCERATO, and trades positions back into A.
And down at B, and borup, he has so often been key at holding this A bomb site, and once again, he's dropped that package. KSCERATO trades cadiaN. They need the kill, but on the ladder, he's dealt with the shot of yuurih. And there was no time for the plant, just staying alive there, getting that frag.
Rogue once did. TeSeS has pushed ramp. Oh, it's a messy spray, and he's going to get killed by KSCERATO, down to 12. It comes at a cost.
Oh, but look at stavn. He's bypassed the man who dropped the vent. They're not expecting this. They're not ready for this lobby push. He knows that KSCERATO's just doing a good job of it. They've got cadiaN distracted. That's buying time for Art to move in, but cadiaN's got a funny feeling. There he is with the turnaround. The AWPs go blow for blow, and cadiaN comes out on top. Now, holding into the lobby. Holding and waiting for this push, but cadiaN's tired of waiting. He's tired of sitting in the back lines and letting FURIA dictate the fights as he's put down 3, dropping the bomb in ramp. KSCERATO, this was looking so good for FURIA. They had a chance, they had the opener, but everything's gone wrong, and now it's missed timings for FURIA. It's the aggression for Heroic that's left KSCERATO in this undoable clutch. cadiaN, the man who has uprooted this entire round, still kicking, still alive in the ramp broom, and he comes alive in the... This T side has just left him empty-handed. Art trying the aggression again, but it might be his demise. Burns out to the molly. Lots of damage done to borup and to niko, but still... all the kills coming, hiding out, just waiting, trying to get real slimy with it. They're spamming the box, they seem aware, and yuurih will take his head off. Now the implications of borup and niko being low could start to matter. stavn, one of the only players with any HP here in this B site, does have support from that single door, but the AWP isn't able to find anything. The bomb making its way into the site, but right now it's alone on the back of Henny. borup doesn't win that fight. KSCERATO is given over a 3-on-2, a chance at the bomb plant now. FURIA trying to salvage 1 round from this T side. Drop down for KSCERATO, but it's Henny to do the damage. And FURIA, they do at least get 1. That was a 3.
Bring us back against 15 into OT. FURIA finally break the curse. They finally get on the board, but it's cadiaN biting back on this body is stavn. He can't get the kill. stavn doesn't know what he's walking into. This AWP is here to play as Art gets that pick. Now it's the main split. Heroic don't want to walk into that AWP, and with only KSCERATO at the back of the bomb site, he has to do everything.
KSCERATO, an impossible situation. There's the first. Goes back in for more, but that's too much. cadiaN trades onto VINI. We're back into a 2-on-2. All of these fights, the trades are found right away. And now the bomb looking to get planted. It's a double AWP retake. We so often say this isn't ideal, but when the AWPs are on Henny and Art, maybe there's about it's cadiaN floating around out in main, just drawing the attention in. borup nails that shot, and it's Henny into the 1v1, but the time is just so low. He needs this kill, and he needs it now, and borup won't give it up. Heroic, they're on to...
Deeper behind enemy lines, get control of that heaven position. The hell smoke, the main smoke, they're both down. Henny's trying to get out into a safe position, but he's traded after just 1. At least he takes a kill and gets the info with that. Heroic is splitting A. Lobby has been cleared, but not for long. As stavn trades 1-for-1, VINI comes up through his own smoke to catch niko, trying to hold on to a heaven wrap. VINI's doing it alone. cadiaN fires back. He can't get the kill. The drop shot for cadiaN, but he's running into an AWP on ramp, and Art keeps this game going for...
Side Art's going to try and get himself into secret. Now, while this is happening, Heroic are poised for the ramp push, but VINI through the smoke has dealt them a rough hand. Now Henny emerges with his AWP. Doesn't catch that crossing player. And so ramp conceded for the time being. VINI holding from the bottom, going to try and re-aggress. This could give that opening into B, but VINI's not missing. Doubles down, lots of damage onto niko.
Holding onto the site alone. Henny has no idea how close cadiaN's got, but he turns on a dime and hits a shot. 4-on-2 to bring us to yet another overtime. That might just force a B play for Heroic. They've got no real estate. They got nothing but ramp, and Art already knows. Looking to paint the wall with blood. He finds a first, and TeSeS now with a bomb at his feet. Surely no chance in this clutch. Are we running it back yet again?
Certainly feels like it, right? TeSeS, this is impossible. This is an impossible round that the FURIA have served up to him. Look at this, right? You've got bodyguards on either side of ramp, and they move in. Ard's getting aggressive. He's going back to his roots. Missed shot. However, no response yet. It's through the smoke from a blinded stavn.
VINI escapes. The nade on the door has given a lot of open vision for FURIA on this B bomb site, and yuurih still waits behind enemy lines. TeSeS walking in. There's the bomb drop. There's no one here to trade. Heroic stranded as they try and catch yuurih. They will. 4-on-2. VINI throws himself into the fire and finds another. Borb lines up with his teammate, and cadiaN will be able to get that trade, leaving just KSCERATO in a one-on-one. cadiaN down in B.
was hoping that tap might bait the peak, and now KSCERATO knows it is this B play. Back down he goes. cadiaN scoped up on the angle. Oh, is cadiaN going to once again snatch that first overtime round? This time, no. It ends up in favor of the FURIA boys. Defuse comes in. KSCERATO, he is someone who's so patient, right? He is the guy, we're in these 1v1s. He will get in your head, and even the likes of cadiaN, right? Even the kind of big brain that cadiaN is.
This A site through lobby, especially with the position gained by niko, but Henny is still holding on. He's got players on either side to watch for. Flick won't hit. cadiaN compose, but Henny is pulling them apart. He can smoke that Molotov and just stay alive. Just be a nuisance in his own spawn. Another molly. Art's come up with a kill from the ramp room, flanking Heroic in lobby. And he's going to hunt down even more. 4-on-2. Heroic getting picked apart in this round.
Yeah, you cut one of the heads off of this AWP beast, right? And another one is there, ready to pounce. Holding, there's the swing, but a big kill from borup. niko opening up A. Now learns that yuurih's there as well. Where does borup want to end this round? Both players for FURIA were just in this A site, but now VINI's dropped down the vents to try and make something happen at B. borup has got a temporary 1v1, and he's won it out. So now that bomb going down, and VINI's got to begin this rotation, back up the vents. He gets there fast, in with the swing, but borup sprays him out of the round and takes it with
VINI. How much can he put up?
Yeah, they might be glad that VINI gets mollied off there, right? It at least allows him to dodge those 4 players moving into the ramp room, because now they enter Art's territory. Back of the site with this AWP. This is where he's done some real artwork, and they're making him spin up again. Mollied out, finally going to deal with him, but he's put FURIA in such a good spot to round out this CT half. KSCERATO falling short, but there's yuurih with the trade. And now we look at cadiaN again. However, he's not ready for VINI. He's not ready for this. There it is. 20 on the board for FURIA. 2-1. FURIA going to buy them up. What's VINI got planned for us? P90 rush into ramp. Welcome to the BR treatment. And it gets put to bed right away. The rifles outdo it. This is no place for a P90. Not now. 3-on-5 immediately. Heroic looking to go blow for blow, looking to tie this up. Art bypasses the man in vent, but stavn is somehow away.
Hard, and borup has a lovely off angle that has net him strong A-holds in the past. Looking up is Henny. It's the bomb dropped. 20 seconds left. This is unwinnable.
Yeah, there's no worse way, right, for that to be.
Generators, this is a great spot. Surely Art won't be ready for it.
No, he's checking CT. Not even aware, but it's actually stavn to jump the gun and get that one locked in. Now they spot the man on bed. Suddenly they realize, oh, there's 3 here. And so we need a bit of a hero. VINI will tap out niko. There's still even more where that came from, though. TeSeS down beneath Hell, and then up above it is borup. This little double setup needs to get dismantled by FURIA. And everywhere you look...
Molly, that's why he couldn't do anything to help his team out. TeSeS getting flashed in. A hero play with a one-way smoke down. VINI covers. The guns come tumbling. The plant can happen. borup can't stop it with this smoke. If anything, now works to the favor of Henny. VINI doesn't need to cover. There's no swing. They're waiting on cadiaN in main, setting up utility. Very loud, very proud, but can he hit the shots to keep this one going? It's a no. VINI with the tap, and it's an ace for VINI to find. Yeah, they do. The smokes are down. niko heard VINI run away from the close main position. The spray from niko is great. Catching Art on a way down, often dead first, but not in the way he would have liked. He was taking no risks, and he's still dead. The heavy ramp rotate down the vent. niko with a double before he's eventually traded, and it looks like we might be going yet again. VINI, not an AWPer, but has no choice. 7 health, picking it up. TeSeS anchoring B, hiding at the back of the site. They have to clear that out before they can plant, and he will not allow it. Tap to VINI, and this is it. KSCERATO in the clutch for the series.
Yeah, Nade tickles him down a little bit lower. KSCERATO out through the door. cadiaN at ramp, and now the swing out from behind the boxes, but KSCERATO quick on the trigger, has dealt with the AWP of cadiaN. While this has happened, TeSeS still trapped behind the boxes, waiting for borup to wrap in through the vent. KSCERATO sees an opportunity. He senses that he tries to get through. Spam from the site, and borup is there. We're going to a third overtime. Heroic
Up on the silo, as is tradition for this man. stavn outside, very aggressive. They're not ready for it. This change of pace, the setup for Heroic. They've never been the ones initiating the fight on the CT side. And finally, they net an advantage, an untraded one at that.
Oh, well,
bye-bye.
just as you think it's untraded, there it is from KSCERATO through the smoke.
Okay.
However, cadiaN getting stuck in with his big green gun outside. FURIA trying to creep forward, and it only makes matters worse. Everyone is gone out in the yard, and playtime's over. Heroic 20.
Perhaps VINI looks at the hut longingly. cadiaN crossing, they should have seen him. KSCERATO throwing a lot of flashes to no success. Henny with a pick, that looked perfect for cadiaN, but he gets stolen away, swiped back by stavn at the back of the site, and there's 3 here.
Laugh until TeSeS pulls out the scar. niko, they're coming your way, but through the smoke. And it's VINI
Through the doors all at the same time. There's a tap. Henny trying to force a fight. stavn runs, and Henny fires back. There's the crunch, but it doesn't work wonders. It's a 2-for-1. Henny with a chance to escape if he wants. 18 on the clock. He's going to tap it again, but no one is giving up a battle. No one is giving up a pick, and Henny won't stick. borup with a peek, and it's Heroic 2 in a row. Right now, FURIA are looking interested indeed. Here's the push. No flash. TeSeS with the spam. It goes dak, but he only takes 1. Up with a crucial trade to get them right down into that B bomb site. Will it be a quick plant for FURIA? They've not really netted many post plants. niko smoke out the door to fake it out. He goes back in. stavn can swing. Once again, VINI, he's sticking it. Will stavn try and go in? No. It's going to have to be the retake for Heroic. 4-on-4.
Even odds and a chance for FURIA to get 1. This has kind of been what they've been good at on these T sides. This is actually what they've needed to keep the game going. Henny with the opener. Man disadvantage now for Heroic. They need a hero. They need someone to step up. And with cadiaN fighting alongside a brother-in-arms, they smoke off Art, who looks to go through the smoke, trying to help his teammate out, but blindsided by borup, and suddenly it's down to these 2 players. Oh, up in the window! And Henny, along with Art, managed to take that 1.
Just Art, he stalls it with a Molotov. He calls for VINI support. Henny fills the gap on ramp, but it's all a fake, it's all a ruse, it's all that A-take, and TeSeS has the entry. They're looking for map point. Henny here, not able to stop it, mollied off his teammates, falling like flies, and niko behind does get caught. VINI can't get up the vent without perishing, and it's Henny on his lows.
That just couldn't get there in time. Masterful calling from cadiaN to make that round happen. Henny just trying to get out of it with the AWP, and yeah, he's making it look pretty, but pretty doesn't matter at this point. It's an ugly game, it's an ugly world, and so Henny just wants to get out alive, but TeSeS. At this point, it's a bit of a mystery as to where Heroic are going to try and end up. FURIA now up against it. The flash is good. Art bails his teammate out, but he needs a bit more where that came from through the smoke. They go down the vent. Art's in chase. He's right behind them, but it's cadiaN landing the no-scope. Deals with that pesky AWPer in the back line. And now looking for the other, because that's the thing. When you find one of these AWPs, there's often another floating around nearby. And now they lose yuurih up in the A site. They spot this AWP of Henny, and he's trying to fight back in for the round. But he doesn't want to fall prey to niko. He doesn't want to leave VINI in the 1v2, so he holds off. He bides his... And cadiaN primed, ready and waiting for this main peak. It's Henny up through heaven. He just turns away, and now it is only cadiaN left standing. A missed shot. They're getting closer. cadiaN's running away, but they're on this bomb. VINI's sticking it. cadiaN's got to do the impossible. Oh, he's done it! Heroic locking the victory. Well, let's see how this pistol round goes. niko flashed into mid, but it's a little bit ugly for him. It's a little bit nasty in middle. FURIA sat a man up, and Art, he's very, very good at this, man. Art loves a short wrap early on, and if you're Heroic, you've got to be ready to deal with that, and they are not. He takes the head off of the first, following up with a little bit more. And that's what Art is so good at on this map. He creates all this space for the rest of FURIA. Now we look at borup and stavn, but think about how many...
Oh, okay.
I was going to say how many of these rounds these two have been able to turn around, but not this one by the looks of it. It's stavn on a lone flank up through the ramp, left in the 1v.
Yeah, check, please. And they're going to give it to him. They're going to hunt him down. yuurih's not waiting. stavn gets a freebie, but yeah, there's no way getting out of this round alive. VINI's on the chase, and he closes it with the Glock. FURIA, look at all the utility they brought into that.
Earlier on, might get caught over here in the elevator room, but he does manage to escape. Look at him go. He's leaping away.
Ooh.
stavn with a double in the meantime, and yuurih, no, the accidental jump, that scroll wheel betraying him. That's where Henny will come swinging in to try and pick up.
Trapped right now. He's in a great position, but they know he made it here. cadiaN looks as KSCERATO turns around, and it feels nice for cadiaN to catch a good timing. This time around, it was missing borup below, but it will be the successful save by the looks of things.
It's a nice little bait. borup's like, lol, I'm going to knife him, but no, you ain't, mate. Henny backstabs him instead.
Team boost. Art wants to give it another go. Will this time around be more successful? No. borup with a spray. It's perfectly timed. I do wonder if he saw the gun.
Yeah, niko's got their attention, but now they're not ready for him. As you say, that 1-2 punch. Only good for... Oh, okay.
Hello. How's he
Hey,
got here?
FURIA. Oh, so you guys think Art's the guy that goes aggressive with the AWP? Well, cadiaN says no. He's giving them a taste of their own medicine all across the board, but now it's KSCERATO and Henny, and these two in clutches, man, they can be fierce. And what, that connected on Henny. All right, from stavn, up in the air, and then lands it the second time around by KSCERATO, as stavn puts up the double. And that second round...
And stuff, but instead they buy Art and AK and they unleash him in middle to great success, finding a kill. And that's a gun to gift over to an armored player such as yuurih, who is pushed up on the A ramp, finding TeSeS through the smoke. Oh dear, 3 guns given and a 5-on-3 in the favor of FURIA. They have control of the opponent's spawn.
Well, Art just made noise jumping up there. Doesn't matter, still blindsides niko. Everywhere you go. Looking to save, they're writing this one off. They're giving FURIA that respect. They're saying, you know what? They've done us in there, and there's no coming back from over. borup can buy himself, and cadiaN can drop as well. But it does hinge on these AWPs staying alive. And with how FURIA are playing...
He's going to hear him dropping, but they don't need to fully commit here. That's a really good round for FURIA, man. Look at their investment. An AK and a few pistols.
Now moving in with this AWP, borup as well to help him out. There's that CT peak, and that lack of armor comes back to betray stavn to try and get it. borup walking through the bullets, unperturbed, in position now to wreak some havoc, but he's only good for one. This B play feeling imminent. But niko and cadiaN are both here, waiting back to back, looking for VINI, trying to peek above this smoke, but they can't quite see him yet. Now they hear the footsteps. niko is aware that they're in this position. Smoke fades to the advantage of VINI, and now we look at cadiaN again with a quick flick, but that's all it is, as VINI swings wide for the trade. It's left onto TeSeS just to try and get away with the M4, which is pretty grim compensation in this round. There's an eco to follow, almost indefinitely for her.
But it's been some time, and in that time, FURIA have clearly been doing a lot of work over in Europe. As we've seen from other teams such as TeSeS pushed down the ramp. He got punished by yuurih last time. Art is speeding up short. It's a bit of a play for him, bit of a standard one, but niko sees him through the smoke and spams him back. TeSeS gets his vengeance onto yuurih, and this A control is a lot better for Heroic.
Yeah, I love it, right? Like, you know FURIA love this fast ramp progression, especially a guy like Art up through short. As they collapse 3 into ramp, they best FURIA at their own game, and stavn's in with a kill over here in mid. borup, a man who's not combat tested yet in this round at the back of the site, but he might not even get a chance as niko's stealing them away, playing this boost. And now, as Henny tries to peek this, he's surely dead to this crossfire set up beneath construction. Gets away with that one, but no idea where these players are, and he gets pushed from B. There were 3 stacks strong.
For what could and should be a flank. KSCERATO lining up a short Molotov, caught by niko. He hears the click, and he goes in with a kill. That's the flank dead, and that's the aim of the game given up. Everyone knows it's A now. Look at those rotates on the mini-map. Heroic throwing 4 players on this bomb site. Big entry from VINI. He might commit, but he runs back through the fire and takes a lot of damage. The molly should push stavn off. He doesn't have that AWP on the boost spot. It's going to have to be a retake, but that's when these kids, these nades, they come in handy.
Oh, but one of the nades misses, and that there has spared Henny's life, right? So many nades pour into that site, but only one of them doing damage. That could have been the 4-on-3 for Heroic. Now they've got to do it old school. Now they've got to do it with the guns, and so there's niko.
yuurih.
Foaming to get stuck into this. VINI's forced out, but somehow lives the journey. Abruptly put to an end by borup. yuurih's been waiting. yuurih's been biding his time, and there's the lineup. It all falls onto Art, but he's hidden in this smoke.
Not on it.
It's right next to them, where the danger lurks. He can stop this round, and there it is. Back in he goes, and he's got them off the bomb. That alone has locked this in for FURIA. niko just sticks with it. He's like, at this point, may as well commit, but it's 7 on the peaky. And in this round, it's Henny, but niko, oh, he saw something there. He didn't like what he saw. They double push into the short side, and niko, while he is good for one, it's traded out right away. Now the pace picked up, but cadiaN here, the pace man. Oh no, it's yuurih taking his head off, and suddenly the A site now from elsewhere. But FURIA are in A, it belongs to them, and Heroic know they can't change that.
Talking of lurk, Art bypassed his teammate fight for their lives. Nice shot, one more where that came from. Art's gonna clear it, the wall bang into short, and Art does it. Those orb shots don't connect. Oh, there's a bit of an arm showing. Art should know. niko covering though, and that could have been a 2-for-1 for Art. Instead, it's the play. Will he get spotted? No one sees him. The flash is good, but yuurih gets the kill. It's only a dink for TeSeS, and it's the crunch on ramp that costs Heroic. Missed shot for cadiaN, a rare sight indeed, but he follows up the second time around. Molly on the site. They're coming from both sides. He's getting spammed. Oh dear, this is a mess. And FURIA somehow still in this one, committing into the smoke play from stavn, who can see.
Take it. And so now he needs to keep that same mentality ticking in what is essentially a 1v2. Stuffing the first man from the tally. It all falls onto Henny, trying to bait peaks, and there's the first. Once again, looking for kills is Henny, and this was 1v3, but now it's only borup who can stop the reign of terror from Henny. This round matters so much to Heroic, it matters so much to the money, and Henny takes it away from them, takes it all.
This map presented once again without an answer, without a comment from Heroic. borup caught with a flashbang, and Art running wild up towards the top of B, covered by VINI. He should have been dead there, tucked in the corner. TeSeS on Gens, flashed as well. The util is so good for FURIA. They are setting their team up for so many entries, and TeSeS is not getting out of this one alive, surely. He's running in, VINI with another, and this half looks clean as can be for FURIA. An 11-4, unless stavn does something unthinkable.
Yeah, this should be impossible, right? This should be the 11-4. This should be the golden run at this first half. As you say, the utility's been perfect, the pushes have been clean, and there's just no chance. FURIA, they needed resilience. Well, they hit us with Brehze, leave everybody blind. But there's a lot of bodies here for FURIA as well. This isn't even odds fight, and those are not the fights that you want. Oh, KSCERATO absolutely lights them up. FURIA for Heroic, unless they turn it around in some unexplainable fashion. That kill is going to go a long way in at least setting Heroic up in this round.
You can't stop believing if you're Heroic. You've done the impossible, as you said before. You can do it again, no matter the odds, no matter how one-sided it is. But this buy is such a risk. It digs them deep if they don't pick it up. And stavn catching Henny as the Molotov forces him out wide. niko's going to be so much quicker than Heroic are ready for. KSCERATO needs a couple, and he does exactly what's asked of him.
Yeah, now yuurih's here as well, right? Thanks to VINI's early info, yuurih is already in this site. The wolf in sheep's clothing pounces from behind the boxes, and that leaves TeSeS now 1v2, but VINI's wrapping in through the ramp. TeSeS ain't ready for it. TeSeS ain't looking the right way. FURIA onto 14. Kind of teetering, like, does he want to go for it, doesn't he? He's waiting to see maybe if any more cross, and nothing's given over. Now he's let stavn out through mid. He knows it's clear. stavn might end up taking one to the back here. It's all looking a little too clean over in middle. Oh, walk the whole way just for this. stavn with the turnaround, but Art's still going to get it. And at this point, Heroic, no, they're embarrassed. FURIA are trying to make a mockery of them. niko and borup out for revenge. The only hope now is just this one man. It's only borup. He's silenced. KSCERATO sends him home. And the tournament run.